Okay, stream is live. I'm gonna check the sound and I'll let you guys know when we can start. Do you guys hear me? Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, you can turn your mics on. Show's ready whenever you're ready.
Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. It's the new Twin Cities. Yeah. Yeah. It's the new Twin Cities. Yeah. It's the new Twin Cities. Yeah. It's the new Twin Cities. Yeah.
It's the woo. It's the woo. Y'all hype, man? Let's get it. Yeah, man. This is episode 10, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome to the new Twin Cities, y'all.
Yes. Welcome to episode 10, man. We got a special guest for y'all today.
Yes, sir. Prof, man. Let's go. I'm sorry. I was too excited.
I know, man.
I know. You off,
all right, it's all good. But all right, let's do a real introduction today. Okay. Welcome to the new Twin Cities podcast. This is episode 10.
10.
We made it, baby.
Yes, sir.
If you didn't watch our last show, it was with Bruce Rivers, and Michael Rivers, famous criminal lawyer. And today we got a dope guest coming in, man. We want to give him a real formal, introduction.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna let my guy Tony.
Yes, sir, man. Today we got the one and only. We got Southside's finest. Definitely one of the best performers in our state. Some would argue the country.
Yeah.
Powderhorn King, man. Powderhorn Suites, no cap. They got couches in this bitch. Man, y'all know how it goes, man. We got the one and only Prof Gampo in the building, man.
Let's get it. Let's give him a round of applause, man.
Hey, that's
Yes, sir.
That's very flattering,
man.
Welcome.
What's going on, man?
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, how you feeling, man? How you feeling today, Prof?
I feel like we already got a whole podcast in just talking, chatting behind the scenes. And
Right.
Yeah,
and
bro.
They don't even know. We finna really get into it. We got a lot for you today.
Shoot, man.
Yeah.
We're here, man. We've been excited for this.
I've been waiting for this for years, man. Honestly, like I've been thinking about doing a podcast for years, and like y'all was like the first guest I wanted on the show. Like, but timing's everything, so this is perfect. This is a perfect moment. Fresh off tour.
I feel I'm happy to.
Oh, there you go. Yep. Yes, sir. The whiskey.
But I feel like I've been running around so much. It's good to like come home and chop it up with people again. You know what I mean? I feel like we've been so selfish, like with my career and StopHouse and everything, and and touring and all that. That like. It's good to take a second. I'm home for a month and I'm back out.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
We got Prof for a month, y'all.
Are you enjoying being back home right now? How has the road treated you?
The road is good, man. It's amazing. I figured it would be like green and warm by now. It's like a really late spring and shit. So that
Minnesota.
Yeah. But other than that, man, I'm loving life.
Yeah, that's good, man. I've been seeing your growth, man. Like man, like I found out about your music in like 2014. When I first started the blog and stuff, man, I was looking for, heavy hitters in the city, man, and you came up from Minneapolis, Mayor Powderhorn. You know what I'm saying? And I ever since then I've been in tune with what you're doing, man. You putting on for the city the right way. The right way, man. And you getting others involved too in the city. So man, I really tip my hat off to you, man. Like
it's really weird it's really weird to hear that kind of shit because I still feel like goddamn, like the past 5 years just flew by, like 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
I was always the young homie, the ratchet, fucking wild, like no respect, like fighting in the alleys, and then like now, like like people are like call me big homie, and I'm all old and shit, and like successful, and I'm like, I just put my head down and just like worked, and then like
just looked
just
up,
every
right?
once in a while, I'll be like, whoa, shit, would you call me big homie? What the fuck?
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Man, that's super dope, man. I got a ton of questions. I'm just trying to order them, man. First off, how did it feel to sell out the Palace, man? Could we just start more recently there?
It felt good. I don't know. It felt about right.
Man.
I remember there was like 5 straight years where I was like doing dumb superstitious shit. Like every time I would go over the train tracks, I lift my feet up and be like, let me sell out First Ave. Like it was always like First Ave, like writing down in books my goals to sell out First Ave, and it took it, and I never did, and then all of a sudden, boom, I did like 10 times. Like I've done it 10 times or something like that.
Shit.
But First Ave was always like the Prince's house thing.
Yeah, yeah. That's an accolade.
That was big, and then it wasn't to me anymore.
Right.
And But Palace I was curious. I had some curiosity going on because it's like new and it's like almost twice as big, you know.
Okay.
But I really don't care, you know. Like I walked up there for sound check. I was like, man, I bet I'm about to be overwhelmed. And I stood on stage and I'm like, no, that's about right.
Yeah, that's right. You right where you're supposed to be.
It's been happening so slow that it's like I haven't had like one huge step up, like, but I'm confident, and like, you know, I've been on all types of stages all across the nation. So
man,
I was like, we're gonna do this, yeah.
Plenty of times. How much was the what was the capacity? Like, where did you with the ticket sale?
2,500.
Yep.
Yep. I think first step is 15 or something.
You overdid that.
Yeah.
Yep. It was a fire show too, man. Like, chill.
You were there.
Yep. Yep. We were there at Shell. You got some videos for us? For the Palace Theater?
Sure do.
Oh, we're about to.
Yeah.
This is a production.
Mm-hmm.
Just a second. He's gonna bring up that video from the Palace. Oh, it's lit. Damn.
Look at that.
Oh man, they didn't let me talk for the first couple of minutes.
That crowd was so loud.
It was so loud. I was like, hold up, like, you want to sound me?
And that's when you first came out?
Yeah, when I did that,
Oh,
yeah.
shit. God damn. Damn, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's how you sell out a fucking show at home.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Man, I'm surprised they didn't break the scoreboard that night, man.
Yeah, no, when I went like, they like, I was like, can I start? I was like trying to talk and they wouldn't let me talk. So that's when I was just like, fuck you too then. It was a good feeling.
Damn. It's like you can feel that.
Man, that.
This is in Minnesota, guys.
Yes, that's at the Palace Theater.
Hip hop is alive in Minnesota in the Twin Cities.
Can't say it's not.
Okay.
Good looking, Shell. Thank you.
Looking, man. So, man, that's crazy. That is crazy. And that was the last show on the tour, or
back for a couple weeks and then we did that. So
okay.
It's not quite the tour, but it's I don't know.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
You
That's
called it the
dope.
homecoming show?
Yeah. Because I haven't done a show at home since 2019.
Oh,
COVID.
damn.
Where was your show at before that?
It was a little show at Fine Line. Yeah. So
Here we
I
go.
got my guy Mike over here.
Shout out,
Yes,
Mike.
sir. Shout out Mike, man.
They-
StopHouse Music Group.
They were trying to get him in the control room, and I was like, Mike, there's so many things I don't know or don't remember. I think, can you just be right here for me?
Yeah, we had to keep him
Appreciate
in
it.
the room.
I'm glad he came too. Mike's my guy, man. Like, I met him before I met you, and man, he told me so many things about you. I'm like, man, I gotta meet Prof. I gotta meet him, man. He sound dope. I'd see him on social media all the time. And
I follow you guys like a motherfucker, man. You got the best Instagram.
Appreciate it, man.
Motivational hustles.
Yes, man. We try to show the culture here, man. We got a lot of shit going on, and people don't see that. So that's why I believe a lot of people be like, ain't nothing here. There's no music going on here. But
Minneapolis?
Yes.
yeah, Minneapolis.
Nothing's going on in Minneapolis,
Yeah,
but
right.
I'll be there this Friday.
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Man, it's getting disrespectful at this point, man.
Man.
Like, you know, we've been here since how long? You
I
know?
feel like they're using it as a marketing thing now for shows.
Yeah.
Like,
I do it now.
yeah,
That's why.
just fuck it up.
Minneapolis. I
So-
think we just need to bomb Indianapolis off the map.
Yeah.
And they can just get that out of their mind because there ain't shit to do in Indianapolis either.
They're not even spelled the same.
We need to go to war with Indianapolis and figure
Something.
this shit out.
And we got to get this name straight. Like, we
We're
got to
not
give them
even next
penalty.
to each other,
You know how
like-
people check in LA? We got to start making motherfuckers check in. If you don't say that name right, we got
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
Oh God, man.
For real. Shit.
Man, so yeah, Prof, man. So we do this show. We talk about we're trying to expose the hip hop scene because back in the day, people. From our perspective, growing up, not a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Minnesota." Like, yeah, that's where I'm from. But
From Chicago.
Yeah, I'm from Wisconsin, or they'll move to a different city and for 2 years and say they're
people
from
who
there.
said they're from Chicago got a little bit of respect from me, but if they're like, I'm from Wisconsin, anyway, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah,
What the fuck? You want to go ice fishing?
Madison? Where?
yeah. Wait, what's the biggest city in Wisconsin?
Is it Madison? Milwaukee?
Milwaukee. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Milwaukee the shit.
Milwaukee
Yeah.
got a hood in it. I
Yeah.
see some crazy shit in
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Definitely.
I got some cousins in Milwaukee.
Yeah, we ain't disrespecting Milwaukee.
I was
y'all.
just playing
Yeah.
Milwaukee. I was wrong.
Nah, they get down out there, man. It's all love, So yeah, Prof, we're here to talk about you, man. Here to highlight, things you've done. This is a moment to look up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, that's
yep.
all it is.
There you go, Tone. Moment to look up and just, let's talk about, the moments you was having on this tour. And matter of fact, we're going to start from the beginning. We're going to get your whole story, and then we can go into that. So let's start from the beginning.
How much
Prof.
time? How long is this?
Man, it can be however long you want it to be,
however
man.
long you want it to be, man. So
For sure.
let's start from the beginning, man. So, where you from, what side of town you grew up on. Like, let's start there.
Well, unlike Tony, I'm from Southside Minneapolis.
He said my man's a hybrid.
I'm a hybrid Southsider.
He was
man.
like, "Yo, I'm Southside too." I was like, "Well, high school." He's like,
Yeah, all right, man.
I was like, "Well, grade school."
I went to
then."
MTS.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
I went to MTS. All right, damn.
You get to hear in the
I'm just fucking
shit.
with you, man.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Southside Minneapolis, Powderhorn.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably where I learned to be like stupid and be like the class clown and shit because I was a white dude in a black neighborhood,
Right.
and like I got jumped by the football team and shit. Walking home, you know what I
Damn.
mean? Like shit like
You
that.
seen some shit.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Especially
yeah.
living over there,
Oh,
man.
in the '90s, Murderapolis,
That was real?
in Powderhorn. Oh yeah, I've seen people shot and die. Like
From the hood, y'all.
yeah.
Powderhorn,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it's called.
Look it up. Chicago. Ain't that all over there? Lake Street, Chicago.
Oh yeah,
All
yeah.
that shit.
No, I was born.
Bloomington.
I was born and raised Cedar and Lake Street.
Oh,
Cedar and
shit.
Lake Street, Bloomington and
Okay.
Lake.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
motherfucker.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
what?
30s, like
30s, for real, though.
yeah. No, there's times when I was getting dropped off as a kid in the middle of the daylight, broad daylight, from a school bus, and like shots ringing out, and the school bus
Goddamn.
bus driver's still like, all right, then
Letting you
and then
off.
kicking
and
me
shit.
out, and then there's just just blood all over the place. I've
God
seen
damn.
Jesus.
yeah,
Had it.
yeah. So.
So what?
That was kind of where I learned to be like, well, there's times and there's decisions in the city that are made that, you talk about opportunities in inner cities that a lot of people get. Well, a lot of times people don't understand that it's a decision between a bad and a worse. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you make a bad decision, but so there's times when if I want to go outside rolling with some people riding around stealing bikes, it's like, the times where we're like, take this knife, we riding around, we're gonna get some bikes, and then I'm like, well, no, I don't want to. Well, then we're gonna whoop your ass. It's just like, well,
Is you
like,
gonna be a part of this or you not?
yeah.
Like,
I was always too scared
to get
be
into some
in
shit.
the streets.
Yeah.
Like so I was always like, I made a decision like, man, I gotta be funny, smart witted,
Yep.
So
Yeah.
and that's kind of like how I got my class clown and like all that trauma that I was going through. Now looking back and reflecting, like, oh, that's why I was really
Doing this
loud
and-
and crazy
yeah.
in school in 5th grade, and like grade school I was nuts.
So did you like try to hide the trauma and shit with just being funny and just
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and
What-
funny and aggressive. Like later on, when I became like a man and stuff, I started fighting in the streets, and basically alcohol made turned me into like a brute. And then like all my friends, you seen in like the light work video and everything like that. Like we spent a good like when I was coming up rapping like at the Dinky Towner and everything on the South Side. Like everybody kind of knew us. Like we were like there wasn't like. You had to be outside. We were battling on the streets, and we were getting
Facts.
into fights and shit. And like people knew.
actually
you
had to
don't-
be out there, not no internet
Yeah,
shit?
You don't fuck with Scotchy. You don't fuck with Roswell. Me, we were throwing hands out there, like and like we had a
Damn.
reputation. That's how we kind of came up as like battle rappers and everything like that. And then, it's still based off of my dad was all fucked up. He was bipolar. He's passed. He was abusive. He burned
Rest in
my
peace.
house down. Like it was crazy. Like
Damn, burnt
So,
your house down?
yeah.
Shit.
So I was barely looking back, like I didn't know looking back, I can see maybe and map out like my defense mechanisms and the ways I got sharp and hard and ugly in some ways. You know what I mean? But
Because it was like you trying to stay above it.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You think you could have like one bad decision would have turned you a different way from you wouldn't even be right here right now?
If I didn't have art, if I didn't have rap music, yes, I would be. I spent my time selling drugs and all that, and I was right on the doorstep. But like, it was always just a little bit more. I was always pretty good at rap, so like, and that was always like more fun to me. I like. If I was going through hard times or whatever, I could always be like, man, I'm about to release this song on MySpace next week. And I always had something to look forward to. Like, I was still even kind of popping back then. It's been so slow. But through this whole process, it always felt good to think about making music. And so
Did anything
if
else
that
you
wasn't
had going
there, and that's my therapy too. Like I got sad songs online, like Myself or like Eulogy and a bunch of other songs. Like there's been times like where, not knowing it, but I've sat down and spent a week on a sad song and just cried, like, about, overwriting it and everything. But I'm like, man, that's better than like therapy.
It feels good to let that out though. Like it's like, man, I'm not a rapper, but like I go to therapy, and it feels good to get that off my chest, talking to somebody about it. You know what I'm saying? And just getting good
That's
feedback.
really, really important for men to hear. Is another man just say like, yeah, I go to therapy.
Yeah, go to therapy, guys. It's a good thing. It's to let all that anger and all the shit you holding in out, man, because that shit would destroy you, man, for real. So yeah, that's dope, man. So you grew up on the South Side, Powderhorn area. So you said your relationship with your pops, was it kind of rocky, like the whole time, or like?
Yeah, the whole time.
He was in the house with you and your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
He kind of won back some custody here and there, and he was a good dude. Like I have some of the best memories of my entire life with him. He was very, very charismatic. He was a preacher. He was a freestyler. He was a game spitter. That motherfucker was like,
you gotta have that mouthpiece.
He was so sharp. And seeing him in public interact with other like grown men and shit, I was like, whoa. When they got going and capping on each other, like, and if he wanted a woman, he could get one. Like he was a preacher. He was a rapper. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, they say preaching is the last form of rapping.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And he was very, very fun with me at a lot of times, like playing basketball with him, shit like that. But then, boom, he would just, he would switch, and then there was violence, fucking mental health issues, and
as he got older,
me becoming a man, there was like a huge power dynamic going on with him and me.
Power struggles.
Yeah. So, one of our biggest fights that I remember, well, our last fight, I fought with him, and I was like, all right, we were moving around. We had a circular table, and he was kind of coming at me, and I'm like, fuck, I understand all this shit no more. I don't need anything. You don't need to say nothing to me anymore. Like you're fucked up. And it was weird for me to understand that because he had mental health issues. He was bipolar.
Okay.
He was bipolar, but he was so charismatic, and I'm just a kid. He could explain his way over everything. I'll justify all this. So it took a long time for me to understand, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this does not seem fair.
This ain't cool. This ain't normal.
No,
like,
yeah. So then, I blew up and kind of told him that, and then 30 minutes later, he was in the basement setting my house on fire.
Wow.
After I left, yeah.
Oh, so you left him there?
I was like, fuck it, I'm out.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you came back home and it was on fire, or?
Yeah.
Or you got calls from the neighbors like, yo, shit.
I went to a girlfriend's house of mine, and I don't know why. I was only gone for a couple hours. I don't know why, and then I was so young that her dad drove me back, and then we were coming to my block, and it was like, it was on the south side. It was like, dude, I love seeing sirens. I love seeing people get shot because I was like, yeah, hell, it was
exciting.
It was as a kid who doesn't have it all together, it's like I saw that in the movies, and it was happening in my neighborhood, and it made me tough, and like, it was like. So I'm like, oh shit, something's on my block again, because it was just sirens all the way down. I'm like, oh, what's this?
Everybody
I'm like, oh, what? Oh yeah, let's see what this is about.
Going on?
And then it was all fire trucks, fire hydrants, and stuff like that.
In front of your shit.
Yeah. So then so he couldn't drop me off. He was like, all right, I can't get through this block. So I was like, all right, I'm thank you for the ride.
What block were you on?
32nd, 16th.
16.
Okay.
Damn.
32nd, 16th.
Right in the hood.
Yeah. Just sold the family house last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Was that just a Like you didn't want to deal with it, or it's just like what was the situation behind that?
It was a legal situation involving my dad's death and his ownership and a bunch of kids.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yo, how long you got, man? that's where my song Flower Boy is about. All this generational trauma my dad still left me. So, anyways, my dad leaves me on the block. Or no, her dad leaves me on the block. I'm like, piece in it. So I'm running down the block and I'm like, oh, these fight trucks are real close to my house. And there's like 7 or 8 of them. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh, that's my house. Damn. Yeah. And it was like in the movies, like there wasn't really, it was just so live. Like fire was coming out of the windows and everything. And people were.
This was an actual house or an apartment building?
House.
Okay. Did you lose anything like super valuable?
I lost everything I had. Damn.
So you had to start over.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Did you have any raps or anything at that time that
I wasn't rapping at that. I was like freestyling, but I hadn't recorded anything or doing anything like that.
This was before. Okay, damn.
Because as a producer or an artist in general, you lose any piece of music that you can't get back. You're like,
no.
Fuck.
I did have a priceless Elvis collection that my uncle gave me, all first press vinyls. That was like his entire collection. All of his rare shit and everything was in the basement. But
damn.
Okay.
So okay, so after you seen that, like, what was his explanation for that? Like,
he was gone. I never talked to him again, cause then it was like, the car's gone, and
okay.
I show up there and it was crazy because there was no law and order yet. I'm in my front yard like in the movies, like drop to my knees, like right up to there. These firemen running around me. I'm like, no. What's going on? I don't know who's inside, who's dead or whatever.
Right.
And I'm on my knees, dude, and the hoses are going by me and shit, and firemen are running around. They're not kicking me off the front lawn.
I ain't gonna lie, that sounds like inspiration for a new video.
Hey, that would have been.
There's been video, like, yeah, there's a lot of my career is based off this moment.
Okay.
So,
He said, yeah.
It's not funny, but damn, bro, like that.
Hey, that would be a viral moment today. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be all over.
Yeah, I'm just like, damn, but it's like, yo.
But it's fucked up though, for sure.
yeah, that animals inside die,
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, sorry.
Well, everybody was out of the house, and then I came, and then my sister came like 20 minutes later. House was still on fire, and she really, she hugged me. She's screaming, and she's like, we call him Papa. Where's Papa? And I'm like, he's not here. And she's like, he did it. And
just automatically.
We knew. Oh yeah, where's the car? Like, it's not here. Oh,
wow.
Shit. Your mother's not around this time?
They were divorced. My mom was divorced. It was my stepmom at that time.
Okay.
And she came in a little bit later or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Damn, man. So like, okay, so listening, it's
that's
like,
a lot to take in.
Yeah,
like,
where do we go now?
How did you process all that?
Yeah, I'm like,
as a shorty?
shit.
Like, where you at now? Like, do you keep that little fuel alive, or like, do you feel fully past it?
Well, he's dead now, so I was never able to. The biggest, the worst, by far the worst part of all this, like, is not being able to confront him or talk to him about that. So it's an unsolved fucking. I want let me fight the dude as a man.
Something.
You like let me. I gotta fight you. That's how I felt for 10 years. It's like I just wanted to fight him. Now I'm kind of just like I just want to talk to him and like
get an understanding.
Yeah, get an understanding because
that's how I feel. I lost my dad in 2011 to a heart attack. He was only 38, and I was just getting like adult-ish, like 20s, in my 20s. So I felt like I missed that part, like all the questions I had, and I just had to learn through life.
Oh my God.
You feel me? Just life. My mom's single mother, 6 kids. I'm the oldest, so I gotta take care of them. It's just a lot of shit that just get put on your back, even on his kids, from his from his girlfriends and shit. Like they all depend on me. Like I gotta be the one to my bad. I gotta be the one to show
all
them.
that adult learning.
Yeah. At so young, like it's like I just want to party and fuck, you know what I'm saying, and have fun.
All those questions is he's not there, and you can never speak to him as an adult.
Never. And I appreciate the other male figures I had in my life, you know what I'm saying, that helped me through some of the hardest times I went through. You know what I'm saying? I was addicted to drugs and everything, you know, from that part, from all that, you know, and I'm just now learning that that's where it stemmed from.
Yes,
like,
me
know?
too. I'm learning this shit too. Therapy, hey.
Yeah, like that shit was like for real, like man. And then I just sat back. Now that I'm older, I'm like, damn, that's why I did this. That's why I did that. Now, okay, now I understand shit better. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it sucks that I ain't have the grown man conversation with my dad, but I know, you know, he's still watching over me and still, you know.
That's the part I go back to. There was one point in my life I was like, man, I wish I had like an adult man who has been through this shit that I could talk to and answer these really questions about what I'm going through now. And I was like, oh shit, that's a father.
No, for real though.
Oh shit,
yep.
no, I think that's a dad.
That's
oh,
what a dad. Yep. Shit, and it sucks, man, when you don't got that person there. Like it's like then you start leaning on the streets. You start leaning on the guys in the corner selling drugs. It's like shit. That's where you get them. That's where you get them experiences from. And yeah, just man, therapy is the shit, man. I
feel like this has been a therapy session.
You feel
already.
me? Like
that's kind of what we do, man. Cause like you know, we like to talk about the real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
we went right into it.
Yeah, man.
Just
you
the
know,
beginning shit.
That's the beginning. So now we can dive into, you know what I'm saying? Like,
good shit.
you know, the good stuff, you know?
So
That's
when
right.
you
Finish that whiskey,
So
man.
I think based on that, I started making music a lot and doing art and creating things. And then I was just pretty crazy party boy for like a long time. And then in Minnesota music history, everybody was like just pretentious as fuck. I always hated. I went to MCAD and art school.
Okay.
And I learned music there too through visual. I was doing paintings and stuff, and it all clicked to me at one moment.
That's dope.
And
That's dope.
I just always hated pretentious artists. Like in MCAD, I went there and there's all these people dressed all fucked, and then like I never could talk to them. Like I never fit in there. And then I also didn't fit in with like a lot of the rap that was going on in the early the 2000 teens and shit. Like it was all backpack and like true school shit. Like
Wiz.
Man, can you recite all KRS's shit, man? You ain't shit, bitch. Like, you know, like, where's your backpack at?
Oh,
Like,
that's back, okay, before Wiz, all that shit.
well, yeah,
Like,
yeah, like,
Most stuff, Khalib.
Yeah, like-
Yep, to
KRS,
live.
yeah,
okay,
like
all
that, that kind of shit. And I was always listening to fucking Ludacris and just, you know, like,
Facts.
Yeah.
I came up and I was like one of the first rappers, I think, in the state that was like, come up off of like that opposite shit. Like, I was not inspired by emo
And
Minnesota rap.
the battle rap type shit. Like
I was battle rapping. I love
Okay.
that shit. I was battle rapping. Don't get that twisted. Like I was out there doing that, but I was never. You know, when people think that it's theirs, I just don't like the pretentiousness of a lot going on. And if you can't, you know, write a 5-paragraph essay format about the fucking elements of hip hop and like fucking who I'm bowing down to, it's like, nah, man, this is art, and if anybody wants to express themselves, that's their right. You know?
exactly in their own way.
Yeah.
At that too, because somebody gonna love it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I went up and I expressed myself, man. I took some time and I was partying. I was doing more of like the fun, because that was my release at the time. That's how I was moving out from all that trauma. I was going ham. I was fucking. It was a lot of fun.
You could have been doing a lot of different shit to mask that, but I'm glad you went into rap. Like, when did you drop your first? Like, when did you drop your first like actual single? Like,
Oh fuck, no clue.
damn,
I don't know. I was with some other bands and shit. I was with a band called The Blend that I don't think is still around and that no one really knows about. Like, you know,
What was that like?
I never really showed up for practice. It was like a drummer and like a bassist, and like there was like a rapper that was like the lead singer, like lead rapper, and I just went and was like, I never really
like some Temptation shit, like 4 of us and the band.
Yeah,
and
it was
shit?
like a band, rap band. You know, and
That was different.
I was like, this ain't me, man. Like, so yeah, there was like homework and shit, and I never, I never showed up to this shit. There was no ownership. I didn't like the music, and you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
you wasn't in it,
that's
so that's why it didn't go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when okay,
Then I started doing my own shit. Then I linked up with a dude named Roswell, and then a DJ Scars Ashanti Abdullah, who worked as a managerial capacity as well.
Are they still around?
Yeah, Roz is still around. He's got a really good he's got a good career.
Okay.
And Ashanti is in Cali killing it. He's always been a businessman, running around doing stuff.
Ooh, that's dope, man. That's dope.
And then I got successful with them, and then Maria Malik just posted.
Yep, she said I'm supposed to be working, but I'm watching this.
Yeah, shout out to Maria. We got to paint in my garage this summer.
Shout out Maria. We're gonna get to all the questions too, so just keep writing your questions, man. We're gonna get to all of those.
Yep. Keep chiming
Hey,
in.
there she is. Yeah, cool. So then then I fucking popped off a little bit, and then Ashanti was like, "Man, you ain't getting as famous as quick as I thought." I still love him. He's my brother and everything, but he was like, "I'm leaving." So then he was like, "But he still loved me." He was like, "I got to hook you up with somebody who can handle you." And then that's when I had to sit down with Dylan and Mike, and he was like, "You want this rapper Prof?" Like I was like selling, I was packing venues then, and they were like, "Okay."
So what year you hooked up with Mike? What around what year?
Like 2007.
2007. Damn, y'all been together for a minute.
Shit.
Like a relationship.
Like 2017. I mean, he meant 17. Label that was way too big. There was like 40 artists on it, and it wasn't mine. I respected. Those were like OGs to me, and I'm like, I don't really want to go on this label because it was Dylan and Mike's label called Interlock.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't want to step on any toes because I was pretty big at that time too.
40 artists? Y'all have 40 artists?
It was a ton.
It was 18 or something like that.
It was. It was keep them clean though.
Yeah. Well, no one. There's no deals. There was no legal paperwork. We had no idea what we were doing.
Okay, just put some stuff together and okay. The beginning.
It was like it's if you're starting up with a movement, you group up with a lot of people and you make a lot of people excited. And
that's how.
See what happens,
Yeah.
and then one person will shoot up through that, and everybody else will get jealous.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's what happened with me.
Okay. So y'all. So you wasn't on no papers or nothing with Mike. So when did you guys? Okay. So when did you guys was like? Did you guys drop the other artists when Prof shot up?
So I signed. I hooked up with Interlock.
Okay.
And Dylan was kind of calling shots at Interlock along with Mike. And the first show that we did with Interlock, the first show I did was the last show. It was called Interlock Lives. And it was the last show Interlock ever did. We were like, we get it. We could put it together. Like, I headlined it. And I always felt weird kind of stepping on toes and shit. And then Dylan, who was like, he saw that and he was like, man, fuck everyone else. He was like, I'm just doing it with you. I was like, no. I was like, don't do it. I was like, dude, there's power to this shit, to this crew. Like, this is not what I wanted. And yeah, those were like the big homies to me. And Dylan was like, fuck that. There's too many of them. I just want you and Slim. And I'm stopping Interlock. I'm killing it. And I was like, oh, great.
So you had...
I just step in, and all these rappers and all these motherfuckers doing everything are gonna fucking hate me. I put it on the record, man. I did not want that to happen.
Man,
he didn't want that to happen, guys.
He didn't want that to happen.
If you still feel some type of way about that, it wasn't. He didn't. Man, he's sorry.
Hey, but if it's natural and it shows, man, it's showing promise.
It was. I mean, I can't. Looking back, I can't say it was a bad decision on his part because look where we are now.
Right.
So then we started StopHouse. And then that's when we did Recession Music with me and St. Paul Slim, and then
first project. That was the first project.
Yeah. Recession
Music. How did that go? How did you? This was like the new beginning.
It was exciting. Yeah. New logos, new record label. Like this dude.
How? Sorry to interrupt. How did StopHouse? How did the name StopHouse come about?
it's kind of haterish too. It was kind of like it was like let's stop. It was like let's stop fucking around.
Okay.
Let's take shit seriously. Stop bullshit. Well, let's stop the bullshit.
That's hard.
That's dope.
So StopHouse, like all that stops right here. We're taking it for real.
Damn, that's hard. That's super hard.
I love the way y'all run y'all shit too, man, over there. Like Mike showed me, man, I love it. I just like inspiration. He already know. He just
You probably know more than I do about how we run shit. After a year or two of me trying to be like, and I'm asking him questions, and then I was like, man, this dude got to figure it out. This is way too confusing. I was like, I trust this man with everything. If anything ever happens that fucked up financially or whatever, it's all on him.
Mike's the guy.
I don't even read the fucking contracts anymore, man. I just sign.
Hey, that's real though. That's super dope.
You need one of them people to trust, man.
Yeah,
In this game, it's a lot of backstabbing, a lot of
I still read my contracts. So
yeah, for sure.
No, it's a joke, guys.
I trust them with everything.
It's a joke, guys.
You need one of those in a team for sure. You need people you can trust.
real friends.
Where your real friends at?
And then I signed with Rhymesayers.
Oh shit, that sounded like
Oh shit.
dun dun dun.
No, but when you said you need people you can trust and people who are like super excited about your shit, I mean that's why I was like, man,
The homie.
that's all you really need is people who are excited about your shit and who take it personally and have ownership over it. You know, like when I was signed to Rhymesayers, we were taking trips out to New York and riding up skyscrapers, meeting with press or PR agents, and
PRs,
shit.
yep.
And that I signed to through Rhymesayers, and I'm like, so what are you doing to promote me? And then it's just some fucking little nerdy ass kid on a desk being like, ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
And I'm just like one of his 10,000 emails. He's never even met me. I don't even know that motherfucker.
Yep.
And so
Press runs. I think the media press runs you do. Yeah.
yeah, but you know your press agent, your book, you know, it's like if you grow a little bit too big or you sign to a label and no one's excited about our shit. No one will be as excited about my shit as the team.
Right.
who
The
we
team,
started with.
exactly. They go hard every day. Like
Yeah. So once I figured out, I was like, man, I'm like, this dude is my press agent, and like some agent that's responsible for me, and like, I'm like his 26th email. And, you know, I've never met him. Same with like tastemakers. I go out to like New York and go out to like those big blogs back in the day, like
Yeah.
what
all hip hop.
all hip hop.
Two dope boys.
DJ Booth or something.
Yep.
I met one of them, and so you can't hate on me because I honestly can't remember which one it was, but I remember going up and like meeting like, who is this tastemaker? Who is the one who just goes, yeah, that'll be fame. This will go to the top. This
Yep.
will go to the top. And I go up there and I'm like, what up? And I meet this dumbass looking fucking young kid who's never been to a club, never been punched in the face, has no idea about rap.
Yeah.
Probably, you know, and he's like, it's me. And I'm like, this is the gatekeeping. Like, this dude who just crawled out from under a rock is like, it's you. Oh
Man.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm glad that a lot of that is ending, but we still got it around. Like, especially with social media, man, you get these big Instagram, TikTok gatekeepers and shit. Like, you gotta have a dance to your song and all that shit. We gotta, like,
But
yeah.
at least people, they have their own, like, those old gatekeepers are like kind of dying. And on the way over here, I was talking to Mike about this. I'm like, they never fucking made anything. Like, they you know, they didn't. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, but you know, so like city pages, they came and gone. They came and went.
Came and
Came
oh
and
my
went.
God.
That's what the fuck,
yeah,
you
bro.
know, like
Did
Came
you
and
fuck
went.
with city pages just
Fuck
for the
no,
record?
fuck
Oh
no.
my God.
Yeah, I don't know. We had a whole discussion about that on here. You know what I'm saying, Tony?
Man,
Yeah.
bro, fuck city pages.
the vitamin and even the current. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck all them.
Fuck all that shit.
Yeah.
What
feel me?
would so? How do you feel about like the radio being gone in the cities and stuff like that? Do you any feelings at all?
I've seen it all come and go.
Man,
Yeah.
and you still here.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they be out of touch with the people, man. It's like y'all gotta connect with the folks in the city, man, that pushes the culture.
But it's hard. You can't really hate on the current when they know that their whole fucking listener, all their audience is white.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what they do is they only choose rap that's comfortable and safe enough. They only choose art that they think all of their white patrons will feel comfortable with.
Yeah. Yep.
And so that's why they never fuck with me, because I said some nasty, ratchet shit, and I never was trying to be holier than thou. And I like to sit down at a bar on the South Side and still talk to someone who swears. You know what I mean?
Man,
Yeah.
and that's what I love about you, man. You stay the same no matter what. Like for any audience, you're gonna be you, and I love that, man. You don't hold no punches for nobody.
And that's a skill here in Minnesota, bro. With all this, with the Minnesota Nice thing, we bring up Minnesota Nice a lot. You know, like that's a good trait to have, because man.
I don't think we're in bad shape though. I don't think.
Oh yeah, we
There's a lot of good shit going on right now.
slow, but we going up. Like the city going up for sure. Like we got basketball team that's winning, football. We got rappers coming up in the city. The events is getting bigger around here.
Yeah.
People fucking up Minneapolis even more. Like it's getting better, man. I love it. And just by what I be posting in the music and shit, people are more in tune with it. Like
I find a lot of shit through you, man.
Man, like people be like, man, I didn't even know we had these many rappers here in Minnesota.
I don't got time to keep up with it all, because I honestly I owe it to a lot of people around me in my camp that's built me to be selfish and like, to I employ people. I have and so I've just been I've been grinding head down, but like I can always go to your page and be like, oh shit, I'm like you are one of the tastemakers that I look to
Appreciate
be like,
that, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. I love it. I do all this shit.
It's easy. You do all the hard work for me. All I do is need to follow this motherfucker.
Yep. I make it easy for a lot of people around the city, man. Like they just come to my shit and take shit, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
That's the service you provide.
That's what I provide. You know what I'm saying? If people can share it and get the word out, even more about the city, then that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're here for.
We'll get up later. You know what I'm saying? We could talk later about it, but
it's an interesting mix going on right now, like politically, like with all the the fucking extra wokeness, all the canceling, but then at the same time, like
they love the ratchet shit. They do.
It's like they want to see a crash, but they don't want to see the blood. It's like where it's all coming from. Like they were after me a little bit, and I'm like, man, you know why? Because I'm a hard boy.
Yeah.
Right.
Been through some hard shit.
Yeah.
So and I've always had a soft spot for imperfect people and everything like that, and that's why there's beautiful music coming out of the North Side right now. That's just like I'm just in love with that shit.
Yeah,
Everything
man.
you post, I'm like, another one. This is incredible music. Like it's really good art, and it's abrasive, but man, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And so how when I was coming up, it was all South Side fucking. Rhyme Sayers, Doomtree, backpacking, really good current music.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
we gonna call it the current music.
But now it's like, how how can we shine some light on this? Like the movement right now is it's North Side. To me, it's like all North Side. I don't see nothing coming out of the South Side really. Like North Side is like I would say 80% of all the good shit that I see is like. Dude, this is like a movement. Like this reminds me of me when I was coming out the South Side. It's all South Side. We were getting together doing special shit, and I see that in the North Side right now. So like, how can we facilitate and like, trying to educate these people about the business? And I think Mike does a really good job about that. We do a really good job. We don't want to make any false promises. Like, I want to do everything anti my experience that I've had the last 10 years. I want to do it the right way going forward.
That's dope, and I love the way you. Get people, other artists, smaller artists involved with what you got going on, man. Like, I love that, man. Mac Turner, Mac Irv, like just bringing up people. Tay Supreme, man.
John Ray.
You can go down the list, man. Like, I love it.
This question always kind of bugs me though, this topic, because Prof's been doing that too. Like,
Yeah.
Since fucking Meta, since Mac Irv, since fucking
Mac Irv and Casanova. That's how I found out about them.
But
Through you.
at the same time, I'm like, I would like to take credit for that, but I only fuck with them because they're good. Like they did that. You know what I mean?
Right? Okay.
I guess personally, I like that. But I'm like they earned it. I only reaching out because they're good.
They're good. Yeah.
They would help my. It was a symbiotic relationship.
It makes sense.
They would help my show because they're good. I want to put on a good show. I'm touring.
Yep.
Have some good artists open up and have a full good 3 hours on the road in Arizona on a Tuesday.
But I'm sure you've made relationships in the country where you can put on rappers that's on already. But instead, you choose to pick rappers that's coming up out of the city. And that's what I love, man. You really put it on for the city, man.
Do you have any other do you have any newer talent that you are trying to work with, or you guys are looking at right now?
Like I said, man, I'm just like selfish. I'm in a position right now where it's like, shit, if I do things right in the next 5 years or whatever, I could have generational wealth and provide opportunities for my family and my friends and my company and all that. So I'm like, I'm going to be selfish right now because I owe it to people. But
got to
like, that's why going back to your shit. And Mike is a little bit more in tune because he runs a label. Like I need to go make music, But I'm definitely. Every day I'm flipping through some shit and I see something from Minneapolis and I'm like, that's hard. If I see it again in 2 weeks again and I'm reminded again, oh, that's hard. Two weeks later, oh, we're going on tour again in 2023. That's hard. Oh, he's still out. Oh, she's still coming out. Like, all right, I can't ignore it. What's up?
Right.
Ashley the Bulb, man, I love, man, bro. I'm hats down to you, man. You do your thing, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
For real.
But so speaking of music, man, like, we got a new single out, like talk to us about that. Let's break that down. We got Devil's Gate.
Kevin Gates.
Yes, Sirski. That
There
is
it is.
a
Devil's Gate.
dope cover too, man. What's the inspiration?
Shit. I don't know. The song. The music is the inspiration. I always felt like a creepy big mansion vibe to it,
Yeah,
And
the
then,
pianos.
I wanted some sort of power behind the song, like it feels powerful and anxious and everything. And I didn't want to go with like a weightlifter or a gun or like I just felt like a ballerina came up and maybe some brainstorming, and I'm like, that would be a real interesting juxtaposition in terms of like power and flexibility. Like I can't even if y'all were to stand up right now, could you put one leg out just all like this and hold it there?
Hell no.
You know what I mean? They're strong as hell.
That's a stretch for real.
So, and I wanted to.
I didn't even realize that was her leg until now. I just thought it was like a third arm or some shit like that.
It's a ballerina monster.
That's a third leg.
Yeah,
That's dope.
And I
man.
wanted the cover to look different than what we've been doing. We've been doing like real basic covers with like logos and very kind of like mysterious, kind of not showing too much. And I was like, all right, let's get off that. Let's do something completely different.
This is
I love
different.
the direction, man.
Man, the colors are amazing. The contrast, like this is this like
Shout out Jeremy Eggert on the design.
Jeremy Eggert did it.
Shout out
Okay,
Jeremy.
yeah.
Shout out Jeremy.
So how did you link with Kevin Gates? That is random. That's like I didn't see that coming.
I like him. I like his shit. And,
Yeah.
it's through some new management and shit.
Okay.
Like when I got off of Rhymesayers, me and fucking Mike put together a super team. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, he told me a little bit about it, but
Yeah, they were like,
about it?
the whole industry was like, huh? You want to work? Oh shit, you're open? Yeah. So I got to go around with my shopping cart and be like, distribution for even cheaper.
Yeah.
Major this for even cheaper. Then
Damn.
I formed like, major label type of people in different positions. We got to pick and choose and like
That's
form our
dope.
own fucking
Man,
team.
like a reverse free agent situation going on here.
reverse free agent.
Yeah, sort of like that. So Mike fucking,
Kevin Gates.
I didn't really do a lot of the shopping. Mike came back with all this sacks of gold and was like, pick one. And I was like, I like that one. Oh, I like that one. I like that one.
Kid in the candy shop. Let me get
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So in the end of 2020 or the 2021, you think we were just chilling and not doing anything, motherfucker? We were grinding. Yeah, we were doing we don't talk about that shit. All of a sudden, you'll just see something like this and you wonder how it gets done. And then
Man.
it takes a lot of work,
Did you talk to Kevin Gates? Like, have y'all had a conversation yet?
No, he ain't like it was just through some management.
Okay.
And,
Man, he snapped though. Like, shit.
I'm
I
like,
thought
I
y'all was in the booth together.
yeah,
Man.
I got back and I got the verse back and I was like, oh fuck, he's gonna get me. I was like,
Hey, I was like, oh, so he wrote the verse first.
I wrote the first verse
Okay.
and the chorus, and then I sent it to him, and then he sent back his verse, and then I finished up the third verse.
Okay, yeah, you had to come.
And
come
he
hard.
was like screaming and rapping so fast. But Ember cut diamonds. I'm like, oh my god! And his voice was all raspy. I'm like, man, he's great. He's getting it.
Dude.
And so then I was like, man, I think I'm gonna have to raise my voice. Like 'cause it was a chill, like hating, keep hating. It was like that kind of shit. Like, but then he came in, he was like roof. And so I was thinking, man, maybe I need to snap like really hard, like just chop it up like he did. But then I figured like I don't want to compete with them on that level. I just want to do what's right for the song. So I came out third verse. I started to sing. The God below. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna do what's right for the song. I'm not trying to compete with them on some like anger rap, because he got that. He filled that spot in the song. We got I don't think I can do better than that in that song. So
He did sound angry.
you know, I moved it somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah,
fucking
man.
killed it.
I'm like, man, you good at using your voice as an instrument, man. We was talking about that on the way here. Like, man, you're so good with that shit.
Appreciate it. That's what we're all doing.
And as a listener, I appreciate those third verses. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
we don't get a lot of those these days.
those aren't big these
Most
days.
third verses these days, they need to be a bridge or something, man. Like I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, you know, that could kind of be a bridge, something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And even if you cut a part from the first verse and repeat it, you know, at the end of the song, it still sounds like a third verse. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, I love the dynamics you put on the song, like the mixing wise and stuff like that.
Gotta change it up, yeah.
Yeah, like that's perfect. Like it really sounds like you guys were there together, like just mad.
That shout
like,
out. That shout out to Dylan Parker on the mix. We worked
shout
really
out
hard on the
Dylan.
mix. There's so many instruments in that song, and so many. That song is really complicated. If y'all are down to, if you guys understand the technical shit, and Pro
Talk
Tools
about
and
it.
everything,
Talk about it.
all the buses, all that, like millions of effects over everything, all the automation and shit. Like that song is
He engineers too, so
that song is crazy. I think you'd be really curious to look at that.
Yeah, really, because I'm like, did you do the mastering on the same file, or did you send it off for mastering?
Dylan is starting to master these tracks too.
Okay.
So I don't know if he did it in the same file or he probably.
If there's a shit ton of buses, then he probably did then, because I'm like, yeah, that sounds like, because the song sounds like just like a piano,
Producer talk.
a synth,
Engineer
and you know
talk.
what I'm saying. You got the drums and stuff like that, but
we just lost viewership.
I'm looking like I'm gonna let y'all go ahead.
we gotta get nerdy. We gotta get nerdy, man. We gotta talk about this though, but not without spilling too much sauce. You feel me? But you know, just to let people know.
That's how deep it goes. That's how much people need. You need to be educated to do this shit, man.
Yeah.
You need to put your mind down. And
real.
You need to get
You gotta know these.
You got to
things.
learn these things.
Yeah, you guys who are out there just recording on a USB mic and just leaving it dry and sounding like you're in a closet, we gotta stop that.
Yeah,
Bring
man.
Quality back.
Yeah, put a little slap delay on it, 4% or something like that. At least EQ some muddy shit out of there. Come on.
Yeah,
You
there you
know,
go.
just put a high pass filter on there, cut them lows out. You feel me?
Engineer
Something simple.
talk,
Come
y'all.
on now.
Yeah, man.
At least
you
a
know,
couple simple steps.
You know, something. How do you?
Flutes and shit. Go ahead. We need all that.
So what's next with the Devil's Gate?
Man,
you
this
know,
is only this feels like the beginning of.
Like
I think what we've released so far is only like practice for what the new StopHouse is. I think we've been practicing like what was my last song I put out?
Creek Boy.
Oh yeah, Creek Boy.
Yeah.
That's some throwaway shit.
Was it?
Yeah.
See, bro.
Damn.
I was thinking like you had like, you know, some, you know, you got your stuff going on, but I was thinking like you had like a bad day, or like you was just thinking about it, like, you know what, I'm gonna let y'all motherfuckers know what's going on today, man. You know,
We have hits, and
Man,
it's
you
just
do,
starting with this one. We got features. Yeah.
yeah.
I almost said I have a feature with. I almost just fucking said it. I was like, what if I just went? That was close to what it was actually.
Man.
Oh shit.
We got a lot of features coming up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yes.
With legendary,
people.
all-time top 10 caliber rappers who are like that are on my phone now. Like,
This
"Yo,
is
when
the-
are we gonna do the video? Yo, oh my god, let's do another
shit.
track. Like,
So
nah, we're on deck.
so this is like the start of the real Prof. Like this is you, like into your full stage.
This is the new door. We kicked open the door and we went, let's get it. And then now it's the let's get it.
Let's get it part. Yeah.
So are you so with this new Prof, are you going Gampo or are you going Pookie, baby? Which way are we going with it?
Or are you leaving that in the?
No, if we put them all together and we do a collection of a album, I like to do everything.
Yeah.
I like to someone to listen to a record and like I've always done like as much as I can in one record, you know. And I think that has to go back with the fucking how I've chosen to deal with the trauma of my father and not being able to talk to him about it. Is for me to wear all these different shoes and hats and to be able to change and do whatever I want. Like I fucking did some soul searching and tuned it back to that. And so like I think that's where my range comes from because I want to go there like. I want to contradict myself. Some nights I want to go to the club, fucking turn up by 100 bottles, and then the other night, like, then I wake up and I'm hungover. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm feeling like this, and I'm feeling like that. It's human to contradict yourself, and that's where I get my range from, because I'm a contradictive motherfucker. Right?
Man, hey, when you released Powderhorn Sweets, I was like, this is him, but I'm like, yo, he don't dress up. What is this?
Yeah,
man?
like that whole style, the whole power, and that was like
it
a
was
big
amazing.
project.
Well, that came with Pookie Baby first. I was kind of on that style a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So Pookie Baby, I was dressing up and feeling good about it.
Yeah.
Doing fancy things. That whole Pookie Baby thing was like, my whole thing was like, put a fucking crown on it. That's what Ritz does. But like, it was like, put a frame on something and it's art. There's an artist called Marceau Duchamp. He put a fucking toilet in the MoMA, in the museum, you know, like, and people were like, oh, they're all upset. And he put it on a pedestal, but he earned that position to be in the you know, the top museums in the world. He upset everybody. Oh my God, there's a toilet on a pedestal. He's like, fuck you, bitch. That's what it is. Now it's art. Now talk about that. Like that. So I was like, this is my dude, Marceau Duchamp. He was famous for the piece Nude Descending a Staircase. Go look at that. It's beautiful. So he could paint. He could paint really well, but he also liked to shake it up. And I love the way he was put like a fuck you to all the pretentiousness in art. And so like that's kind of what I was with like Pookie Baby, man. You can be fancy. Go fucking buy a $20 Zara fucking shirt. Feel good about yourself,
Man,
bitch. Like, so
hey,
what?
put on a whole Target fit, rock it like Off-White. You
Yeah.
know?
Feel me? Like, do your
Yeah,
thing, man.
as long as you feel that way, it makes you feel that way.
Facts. So, all right. So let's get back to just where we left off at. So getting into your rhyme sayers deal. Was it a good experience for you? Like, far as like learning shit as a rapper, like what to do. What to do and what not to do when you get on your own?
As far as learning, yes. Yes.
Okay.
A very good experience, a very good learning experience.
What not to do and shit, right?
Yeah, well, you know.
What to do and what not to do.
Shit, I'll have another little nip. You got it.
Go ahead.
You got a booze man.
Yes,
over
sir.
here.
Shout out to Chill.
Yes, sir. Shout out our producer, Chill, man.
Do you need a smoke again?
Man, hey.
Shit, take a smoke break.
Nah,
we good.
Right
yeah,
now.
we good.
You smoked before you started, right?
How do you know that?
Because you looked high. You looked really high.
See,
I was
can't-
scared. I was scared when I met you. I was like,
Oh man,
is he high on drugs?
yeah.
Drugs.
I'm high off life.
Yeah,
okay?
man.
Me too.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Yeah, I can't smoke. I can't smoke before, so I'll be in this bitch.
Man,
No, me either.
I ain't gonna lie. Call me a little fan struck, whatever. But sitting next to Prof.
Yeah.
I'm sitting next to you. No, you sit next to me. I'm sitting next to you.
Oh God.
Same thing. That kind of shit makes me feel weird. That's like, man, then I should never be fucking fanboying if Jay-Z comes around or anything, because I don't deserve that shit. I'm just normal. So is he then. Like,
I like that. I like that how you look at that. Like, I'm just me. Like, shit.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm over you or bigger than you. Or I think that lets people like. That's why people really like you and like feel like they're like close to you. Like I see your fans. You got like a cult like fans. Like they love you.
I'm thankful for
They
that.
love you. I don't know how you did that, bro, but they love you.
It's
Talking
it's
that
mostly,
real shit.
It's mostly the looks. That's how I did it.
Yes, sir. It's
That's how I
that.
did it.
Yeah, it's that.
But yeah, that's dope, man. So okay, so you
So Rhyme Sayers, we walked in and we used to have meetings like once a week, or like we tried to, and it was interesting to be in the boardroom with people.
did they care?
It was a boardroom.
It was a boardroom. I gotta tell you one story. This is all I'm gonna say. This is an absolute truth, and Mike was in this too. I think we came to them with a music video that was like groundbreaking, bro. Like one of the craziest. I think it was like Bar Breaker or something, where like the music video starts with me buried underground,
Okay.
barely breathing through a straw. I was terrified. Like I was doing stunts for the art. Like let's
You were really
risk
buried
it all.
underground?
Yes.
Oh wow.
And then like shovel by, and then it all fades away. Like,
oh wow.
and then I'm breathing like this, and all right, action, and I'm running up. I got this little snorri cam on, which is attached to me, but it's filming this way. Then I run, and the fucking van is coming up. I get in the van. People are having sex in the van, filming like Bang Bus, and I'm rapping, and then
It would have been hard.
and I'm timing it where this van is dipping because we taking a right on a red light to get to this bridge, and I open the door up and I jump off the fucking bridge and I land in the water like in a lake, and this is all happening within the perfect timing of a verse.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Like, you know, the most astounding fucking shit you've ever seen in a music video. And so we're in this boardroom.
Sounds like a movie.
We're in this
Right?
boardroom. I'm like, yo, what's this? I push it up and we play it, and it's like, wow, and then my heart's pounding. I'm like, oh, what's up? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, huh? And then this is what it sounded like. This is what happened. And for this length too. Just ended. Well, what about tour?
Oh no!
I was like,
No!
huh? Huh? Yeah. Oh, we're all okay. So there's the music video. We're moving on.
Tour for the music video,
So we're
or like?
Oh no, we're talking about something else. Did y'all
Okay.
just see me jump off a fucking bridge naked?
Buried under fucking
After-
dirt.
So that's when I knew something was up.
No
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, you gotta know something's up. If they ain't know nothing.
What? Can we say long story short? You was just a little too animated for that area.
I don't know what the story is, man. I think everybody can catch the drift.
Man,
out
you
of
ain't
it.
belong.
Y'all
You ain't
know
belong
what
with them, man.
Y'all
You
know
was-
what it was.
Yeah, you ain't belong with them, man. You too big. I told Mike you gonna be bigger than all that shit eventually. Like,
I think in 2 years, StopHouse will be the biggest rap label in the history of the state.
Yeah.
Probably in less
Facts.
than that. Probably in about
all right, let's.
probably
yeah,
under 12 months.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I believe it. Like,
I believe that stuff.
you
So
gonna. Yeah. I told Mike you was gonna be, man, one of them ones.
Mike has always been one of them ones. And what the thing is, man, when it comes down to it, I've came to him like, yo, can we sign these people? I'm like, what's up with let's just build a big ass team. And he goes, dog, we can't give them what they need. Like, they can go on tour with you. That we can give them that, but why don't you just take them on tour? Like, we can't give them this bank and give them my time and do this. Our company's not built for that. So instead, let's talk to them. Let's give them advice. I'll just meet with them once a week, and he meets with like 30 people once a week, and just
Man.
like so if we just want what's best for me as an artist. Shit, this is gonna be an artist-driven label. I own this label with along with Mike. And I only want to do what's right for artists. I don't give a fuck about making no money. Like Casanova came on the team, like he knew from jump. Like, man, I just want to see you shine. I don't give a fuck.
That's love,
I don't give
man.
a fuck if what the money is, man.
That's-
I hope you make
that's
money.
real.
I hope you make money.
You want them to make money.
If you make money, we will make money.
Yeah.
But if you don't, man, we just want the best for you, and I always advise you for what I think is best for you. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's not like you're teaching them how to fish versus giving them a fish. You know, like you here's the tools to make money. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need. That is the money.
It's knowledge, yeah.
That's dope to put him on tour though. Like, shit, that is dope.
Speaking of tour, we got the G League coming up. G League tour.
No,
Which one?
it's called something else.
No, you did the G League tour.
Big League.
Tour.
Sorry, I'm
Big League
sorry.
tour.
No, you're good.
Big
And
League
what
Tour.
the Palace show? What was that one considered?
That was the
just
last.
Homecoming.
So
Okay.
let's talk about the
Whatever
experience.
it's branded. We're just running around doing shows.
I feel it. I feel it.
Let's talk about the experience of your tour, the G League tour. How many cities? What is it? Was that tour?
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a big one.
Yep. Oh shit.
Oh, there's a big league tour.
That's the tour.
That's the tour coming up. It's smaller, but these venues are gonna be monster. Like these are cities I'm good in.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Okay.
man, let's call it the big league because I've had history touring out west. So these are big venues, and the G League tour was East Coast.
Oh.
And I've always been shitty on the East Coast, and I never really have a huge history. But man, we sold out like almost every single one. Yeah, it was like
Damn.
the numbers were coming in. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, Mike, is this right? He's like, dude, yo, this is fucking right. I'm like, whoa, shit. I can't believe it.
Sick.
Did you hit New York?
Yeah, we were in New York. Yeah,
How was that show?
cracking. Every show was fucking
What
cracking.
venue were you at? If you remember.
I think it was
Knitting Factory.
Knitting Factory. Okay.
Knitting Factory. Is that like a prestigious venue out there?
Yeah, Knitting Factory is like a famous name brand club.
Okay.
I think Knitting Factory has I don't know 20, 30 clubs around the country or something.
Oh shit. Okay.
Have you ever done the House of Blues yet?
I've done many houses of blues.
Okay.
Yeah. Big dog, man.
I've been doing this for a long time. Like, people don't understand, like, the fucking blood, sweat, and tears on the road and broken back ass fucking really awful situations that we've been through on the road for fucking 10 years. Like, this ain't
no overnight
some
shit.
accident. Like, this is not a mistake. Like, we did this. We built this for sure.
Definitely.
That's dope, man.
Definitely put in the 10,000 hours. You know, it's like that. It's almost like it's like these days. Once you reach your 10,000, that's when shit really starts. Like that's
well, yeah. For me, it was more like 50 or 60,000, maybe 70, straight up. This was the first tour I went on where I was in a bus. I was touring in a van for my whole career, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm in a van, and even though I have like smaller markets and everything, these vans are fucking crazy. So I'll be in a van. The venue isn't big enough to pay me to, you know, I'm not big enough to afford a bus, you know. So I want to make money and come back, but like the fans think I'm famous and they'll scream and run at me and shit. So, you know, I'll be in a van. The venue is so small, there's no backstage. So I'm in some van, pissing in bottles, fucking like nowhere to sleep. The show is sold out. It's a tiny venue. People are going crazy. I'm in the van down the block, and people see me knocking on. I'm like hiding from them, like, fuck, I hate this, you know. I was jumping off stage in Boston, like punching fans in the stomach and shit. Like,
shit.
I was fucking. I'm like, man, Mike, I need a bus. I've been trying to get Mike to get me a bus for like 3 or 4 years, and then finally it happened on the G League tour.
That's dope.
Had a shower on it, man.
Damn.
Your own bathroom, my
That
own
lifestyle.
toilet, my own toilet, like a fridge with my own food, like a fucking bed.
So you feel like this was like the first tour you actually felt like a real like rapper? Like,
Oh man, there was a moment when in New York when we did the show at the Knitting Factory, and like we were double parked because in Brooklyn it's like illegal to even have all them axles in the city. Like you can't even like legally have something that big. But I mean, they do it all the time. So,
Right.
But there's like no parking, and we needed to like double park to like we need to just block the road to load out. And usually a loadout takes like an hour and a half.
Oh shit.
We got a lot of shit. I got a big team now. We got a scoreboard, all that shit, like big ass things. People are moving and everything. And we're loading back out. We did the show. We're loading back out. I'm in the middle of the street in Brooklyn, and I'm in the van. I'm in the fucking bus. Sorry, I'm used to saying that. And I'm like, I can hear people outside the bus working all hard, horns beeping and shit. And I'm like, I'm gonna take a shower. And I put on the shower. I'm in the middle of the shower. I'm in the middle of an intersection in Brooklyn. No one sees me, but I'm just showering in warm water. And I'm like, man, I killed that show. I'm like, what am I doing on this bus? People are screaming. I'm like, this is life of luxury, man. That was one of those moments like, dog, I did it. This is fucking wild. I'm not even loading out. I helped load out. I still do if it's like a
lot of shit.
Yeah, or if it's a time sensitive, I load it in that night. But usually I don't load out because the fans are going crazy.
Crazy
for me.
Yeah. You holding shit and they
And so
running towards you.
I didn't even load out. I didn't pick up a fucking thing. And I just went back and I took a hot shower. Like,
felt good.
In the middle of the street in Brooklyn.
It was after the show?
Yeah. It was like 1 a.m. in Brooklyn. It was fucking cracking and popping. Bars were open and everything. I'm in the middle of an intersection, blocked down, and I'm taking a shower.
That's
Brooklyn.
great.
That's
Real crazy,
That's
man.
dope.
That's busting, though, man.
That's busting. That's literally busting.
That's really busting. In New York,
real life busting. Sure.
New York, that's dope.
Oh
man.
yeah, so Tucson 919 Tool, that's gonna be fucking sold out. Like all these West Coast joints, like the ticket sales are already crazy. So it's gonna be good.
Heck yeah, man. Let's answer some questions from the fans, man. We got a few of them.
Yeah, how long have we been here? How long?
It's been an hour already. I figured,
Yeah,
I'm enjoying my time, man.
Okay.
I'm here for 3 more hours.
Oh, shit, let's go.
He gonna be here, everybody gone.
Yeah, you guys leave like, hey, we gotta go, man.
That's love, man. That's super love, man.
Yeah, let's ask some questions. Oh, Indianapolis popping, man. We might have to come down there.
Nashville popping, Cleveland popping, sold out all them motherfuckers.
Damn.
First time ever. Nashville and Louisville were the 2 major cities in America I've never been to yet. I've been to all of them like 10 fucking times. And so we put them on the. I used to be scared. I used to be like, Mike, I don't want to go to Florida on a Monday and perform to 10 people.
Yeah.
Now it's like, man, fuck it, run it.
Yeah.
We're gonna sell it out and we feel good about it. So we performed in Nashville and Louisville. It was fucking sold out Nashville, some super famous club with like, I'm looking at the walls and you see like Johnny Cash and like Aretha Franklin and shit.
Wow.
And then my first time there, I'm on stage and it's sold out. I'm like,
Damn.
Man, that's
Accolades,
love.
man. That's love, man.
yeah.
Do you get do your fans how do your fans connect with you most? Like
Mostly
like,
sexually.
And so have you garnered most of your fans through like streams, or is it just like being on foot most of the, you know what I'm saying, tour, you know, selling merch, you know, like what?
I think for the first 10 years, it was like by hand.
Oh shit.
And then now it's like, you know, different ways.
Andre
Yeah, I'd say the first 10 years, it was very much word of mouth, just hand to hand, you know, marketing, that kind of stuff, flyers, posters.
We
all
pressed
that
out
traditional
a
stuff.
quarter million free CDs we handed out.
Damn. You see that, man?
250,000 CDs.
Yep,
Most times
yep.
it's like 50, 100.
200.
A 250,000 King Gompos.
So we did all that for 10 years and built a tiny little fan base that over the last couple of years we've been able to grow. To be a
And
bit
that's
bigger.
why your fans are so crazy.
And then because they
love
hustled
you.
with us, they were there.
Yeah.
They got that free
Exactly.
CD.
Yes,
Y'all made them feel a part of the journey, man. And
They-
that's big.
They are.
they are. I mean, shoot, your fans are really kind of your boss, you know, at the end of the day. Not like,
Well,
well,
now-
you know, you're your own boss, but, you know.
Now someone would be like, oh, I just saw you on YouTube and now I'm a fan. Or like, I heard you over here on this podcast. And it's like, it's easier now. It's like,
Yeah, that's
we
dope.
got the snowball rolling down the hill. And it's just like, whew, it's out of our hands now. There's no
Y'all
stopping
got
this shit.
y'all got groups on Facebook and shit. I'm like, I'm in the group. I'm like, damn.
I don't touch that shit.
Yo, at
Shout
yours,
out Prof Appreciation Society
Yes.
and StopHouse Squad. StopHouse Squad just hit 10,000 members, which is pretty fucking wild.
so at the homecoming show, there was a lady out front. For every time she took a smoke break, she was, yeah, I run the StopHouse group. I'm the admin there. Yada, yada. And I thought she was actually working with you at StopHouse. And she was like, and finally, because I asked her like for your number or something like that.
She was like,
'Cause-
oh, no, I don't know him. I'm just on my own shit. So, hey, a couple times I'm like, hey, if you're from StopHouse group or whatever, hey, tighten up, button up. Don't be doing no crazy shit because people will think you're us.
Oh my goodness.
They
You
love
gotta
you,
make sure
man.
it says music group in there. You know what I'm saying?
They love you, man. Your fans really
really
ride
do.
for you, man.
I love them too. I only peek in there every once in a while because
It's crazy in there for real.
Yeah, I don't want to be on some I want to live as most a normal life as possible, and I'm glad that. You know, it's what I did this for. I'm glad people are talking about the music and everything, but I gotta be.
Ironically, I feel like that's why you have the fans you have, because you try to remain like a
Normal,
dude.
yeah. Like it's like you not thinking you're like this big rapper, 50 chains on and shit like that.
I
But
think it's because it happened so slow. There wasn't no some big break that gave me a big head or something. Like, oh, bow. Now I deserve things.
yeah,
Like now, you know, like it's all happened so slow. I'm just like, thank you. All right. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I've never really, I've never seen me change. Like that analogy, you throw a fucking a frog in a boiling pot, it's gonna be like, bow. It's gonna hop out right away.
right away.
If you put it in the pot and heat it up, it's gonna die. That's what I'm doing. I'm heating it up. I'm dying slowly. You put me out right away, I'm gonna get you know, that was an anti-analogy.
Yeah, I was like, I think that was.
We get it, though.
The ego,
We get it.
the ego is the frog hopping out the pot.
Yeah.
The what I'm
I
doing
think-
is dying slowly. I don't know. Maybe that was a strikeout. I missed one.
I get
I've
it.
been
I
I've
get
been
it.
pretty good this whole time.
No, we with you, bro. Nah, because like it basically like the slow build helped you stay humble and stuff. Like
And
it helped
yeah.
you keep
But
you grounded and all
at
that
the same
stuff.
time, I feel like you are like what every independent artist in Minnesota should be like trying to form their shit after, like, cause you really grew with the city. Like as the city's getting bigger and everything, like you're getting just as big. Like I feel like that's what every artist should model their career like yours, like grinding, like not being mad that you're not as big as you think you're supposed to be, like really going through the steps to really
How are you gonna expect someone to know about you? Oh, you asleep on me. You don't know about me. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't expect anybody to know about me.
You
Like,
shouldn't.
no, I did a show at the homecoming with Cause. I'm like, I don't know you, dude. And he was like, I don't know you either. Hey. And we were like, that's refreshing. And he was like, I don't expect no one to know me. I was like, I don't expect anybody to know me.
You put that work in though, so it's like, man, it's just dope, bro. Like you put that real work in, and every artist should see, like, really realize, like, it takes a real grind to get to where you need to be in this music game.
And you need to be good too. Like you said I was humble and shit, but I truly believe I'm one of the best rappers of all time. I definitely have one of the best live shows.
Facts. That's facts.
Currently, out of anybody. Like so those are things I just understand. So now, how do you deal with that with your ego? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to a therapist when I was getting canceled. Shout out Amy. and I'm like, man, and we're talking about people trying to fuck people in my camp. And I'm like, how I reacted to that for a long time was, no, they are not fucking. They're not trying to fuck my merch dude because of me. I put a block up there like that's ego. Like, and she told me, yes, they are, because it's a pyramid of power, and they're trying to get next to this shit. And so like she was like, you need to understand, you're at the top, you're one of the best. I'm like, okay, so this is what I did. She's like, but you know what though, they don't know you. So you'll be a piece of shit. They're only attracted to who Prof is. Like, so that was good for my ego. Be like, so okay, so I am one of the best at rapping and live shows or whatever, but there's so many things I'm not good at, and so many motherfuckers don't know who I really am. Yes, I am good at a couple things, but they don't know me, and they're not attracted. They're attracted to the power. They're not attracted to who I am as a human being.
Right.
So that
makes sense.
Yeah. So I still think I'm the shit at what I do, but that doesn't make me any more special from someone who's really good at laying tile.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Because he's known for laying tile.
He's good as fuck at it.
Yeah.
So, like,
that's what it is. You know.
Gets paid to do it, and the shit, the best at it. So, man, that's dope, man. Therapy makes you realize a lot. I'm telling you, man, it's good for the soul.
I quit therapy because they were like, damn, you won.
Tell Soldier that Prof is the first one to win therapy.
I'm just kidding. They're like, you graduated.
There's no more. You good.
Hey, anyone who says that they're like, I got it, or that they're holier than thou, or anyone who refers to themselves as like woke or something, they're definitely not woke.
Nope.
That's if you think you got nothing to learn, man, you got a lot to learn.
Ooh, that's
because therapy don't mean.
Was that a quote? Did I just make that up?
Yes,
Can we look that up?
Hey,
if you think, what did I just say?
It's recorded.
If you think you got nothing to learn, you got a lot to learn. Has anybody ever said that?
I don't know.
Look it up. We're making. Oh, bro, that's going down in history.
he's looking it up.
If you think you have nothing to learn, you have a lot to learn.
Prof picture pop.
Please let me be the first one to say that.
It's a link to the live stream.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's been written.
I don't see it anywhere.
Go to images. Go to images. They do memes now.
I think I did it.
Yeah, I think you did.
I think I did it. I think I did a little motivational quote.
Yeah.
We're gonna put the clip up.
Woo! Woo!
That's motivation on motivation to hustle.
Motivation to hustle, man.
Quote Prof. All right, put that in the book now, because he's also in the Guinness Book of World Records, right?
Well, actually, who hollered at me the other day? Who came?
Oh, it was Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Ripley's for what?
They're jealous because I got a record. They were like, we want a record too.
So they want you to come spit some words for them in one breath?
It's all based on a lie.
Oh, no. No.
So you're not in the Guinness Book? Is not? That's true. That's
Oh no.
okay. I was gonna look like. Wow,
Nah. I was like,
Shit,
this is the most. I mean, I bet
The way you do it, I believed it.
Yeah.
No, I bet it's never been done before. It's like so specific. What I said, what I do with live is like, I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records for most consecutive words said on a live performance without a breath in blue socks. You know, it's like, so then, man, look, it's the performance, man. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
So then everybody's like, what? Oh, okay. And then I'm like, here it goes. And it is pretty impressive. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's good how it start out the song. And honestly, if I were to pay Guinness Book of World Records $200 or whatever the fucking fee is, I'm sure no one's ever even fucking thought about it. Click, you give it to me. I don't.
Also, don't steal that idea.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
Prof, keep doing it first.
Yeah, Prof's doing it first. Okay. All right. Man, so can
That
we
was funny.
expect a video for Devil's Gate? What we got? What we thinking about, guys? Or you know?
It's done.
Oh, what?
Ooh,
You got an exclusive here. He said
Yeah.
it's done.
But it's not, you know.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's
Yeah.
done,
It's
but
coming.
it's coming.
It's coming.
It's done. It's coming. It's all right.
Yeah, man.
Man, I'm glad we did this, man. Me and him been talking about it for months, but like,
This was a lot of fun. You guys got a really good setup. This was one of my favorite podcast interviews. You know, and I've been in LA and I've done a lot of stuff. Like, this is good. This is legit.
appreciate it,
Thank
man.
you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you,
It's
brother.
only growing,
Appreciate
man.
it.
This is only the 10th episode. 2 months. We only been in this, so
2 months.
hey.
yeah.
At first, I didn't know if we can do it. Like, first day we was here, we was trying to figure out shit. Like, he
Man.
like, nigga, put the shit away. Just be you.
Man.
Like-
You look pretty comfortable. There's a lot of technical things going on over here that I was confused about a little bit. I'm like, what? I can't hear this and that. Like,
Questions popping up and shit.
but no, but you look comfortable. You kept on being like, no, shut
Yeah,
up. I got
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, man. Thanks to this guy right here, Tony, man. This my ace, man. Keeps me on my toes. He's like Mike, you know what I'm saying? Keeps me on my shit.
Trying to, man. Trying to, for real. So let's thank you, brother.
Oh yeah, questions.
Let's answer some questions. So, Andamus, I think I said that right. Again, you can check the post on the new Twin Cities podcast Instagram page. First question, he says, what's your hype song before you play a show? Do you have any?
I like to sing Ray Charles as a vocal warm up after I'm done with my vocal warm ups. I'll sing Ray Charles.
Which song?
I don't even know the title. Hallelujah, I love her so. I think.
Okay.
Let me tell you about a girl I know. She is my baby and she lives next door. Every morning when the sun comes up, she bring me coffee in my favorite cup. That's why I know, I know, yeah. Hallelujah, I just love her so.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, man, you got
And
some
then-
soul, boy.
And then, I was always on some more Jazz Viper, R&B shit than like rock and roll.
Coming up on the south side, boy. You got
Yeah.
that.
You can hear it in the
yeah.
music, too. That soul is there.
But I also like listening to, when I can, New Level.
Okay.
I'm on a new level. Whoa,
That's what we were talking
we
about.
was
that.
just
I got
talking
it in my
about
ears.
that.
I'm like, ah!
Damn,
All
that's
backstage
crazy.
with that shit.
Is that what you were listening to on your story today when you was working out?
No, but that is on my workout playlist. And the thing is, I can't even listen to that song until I can only listen to it before I perform live now because that is so special to me. That song is like,
Yeah, you got it. Here's a fun fact that I'm on the new level. That was, I forget who that was produced by. No, you know what? I was gonna say a fun fact, but it's not that song.
Yeah.
One of his songs starts off with a train sound, but
fake news.
fake news.
No, I'm serious. I'm gonna find it now. But I'll do that.
If you
after.
think you have nothing to learn, you have a lot to learn.
Prof.
22.
Wow.
2022. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Look,
Yes, sir.
only true wisdom is
In
knowing you know nothing.
Yeah, but that's Socrates' bitch
man,
ass.
right? That nigga's from like 400 years ago,
Yeah, yeah.
man.
Shit.
Miss me with that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right,
What's
so
the
we
next
got
one?
that. We got that. Let's see. There was another one. Let's see. Okay, let's see. This, I don't know how you would feel about this. If Prof was on death row, what would he choose for his last meal? And that comes from _face.
Last meal. Shit.
Probably king crab. You know, just expensive meat.
Yeah.
Expensive
Exactly.
meat. Yeah. With the butter?
Yeah, and maybe a fucking pistol slid in there. I could shoot myself with.
So y'all ain't taking me out. I'm doing it my
shoot
damn
the guards
self.
and get the fuck up out of there.
Right.
They
Shit.
ain't gonna kill me. I kill myself.
Oh shit. Okay, so we got that. Here's another one from Unanimous. Why are you bald? Respectfully and endearingly, I shaved my head for nearly 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Well, respectfully, I'm not.
He really not though.
No, you're really not.
First album I ever bought was like with my own money or like my parents' money.
That's a good question. How about yours? It's more special if it's
I don't
yours.
remember
Yeah.
I don't remember when I started getting my own money because it was so early. You know what I mean?
The 90s.
One of the biggest the first record that changed my life and made me rap was now I don't even know the name of the album or the group. It was Goody Mob, Soul Food.
Okay.
That's a
Good
good.
choice.
That's
Blah,
good.
I heard Soul Food, and I memorized every single lyric of the entire record.
Oh, that's sick,
Wow.
man. So
I was listening to Southern rap while in Minneapolis while everybody else was listening to
The East
you know,
Coast.
you real for that, bro.
yeah, I don't know. No, not
Yeah.
the East Coast. I think it was to fucking Atmosphere. While I was listening to Atmosphere, I was listening to fucking Goody Mob.
And like Outkast and all that, all the Dungeon family.
Yeah.
I
Dungeon family,
feel-
yeah.
Well, yeah,
Top dogs.
especially. I mean, that makes sense if you said you were listening to Luda in the 2000s.
Oh,
'cause,
yep,
like,
yep.
Yeah, it sounds like you were into a lot of. You have like a lot of Southern.
That
Is it
soul
fair
you
to
be
say
doing.
black
Yeah.
soul music?
I just like it, bro.
Is it just all?
I just preferred it.
Yeah,
Man, because you do it real well too. Like
yeah, man. That's that soul shit, man.
I said, soulful.
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Any plans to join the Illuminati? Are you willing to do what it takes? Does anybody really know? I think there isn't. I don't think there's such thing.
No, there's not. And if there is, it's called the Freemasons. They're literally right here in our
No,
face.
you know, there's no Illuminati or Freemasons. It's fucking Elon Musk and fucking Jeff Bezos, bitch ass. They have it all. They already have everything.
Dog said he can end fucking homelessness and hunger in the
then
world
and then he bought Twitter
for 44 billion.
for like a 29% stake in the company.
Oh,
Like
wow.
a percentage, not even like the whole thing.
Somebody said Elon Musk it.
I used to fuck with dude. Now I don't fuck with them no more, man.
What turned you off?
At first I thought he was about to really like do some green shit, and do cool shit, and save the world. But he's just doing it because he's got a big dick. He's got a little dick. Sorry. And I got another spaceship, and I'm fucking all this other shit. I'm like,
When he made that flamethrower, that was just something
well,
crazy.
and when he thinks that he's got it all figured out, and there is no fucking grand plan. There's no one smarter than everybody else. Any billionaire is fucking lucky to be there because he said fucking COVID would be over in April 2020. The flamethrower was dumb as fuck. That underground shit was dumb as that tunnel was dumb as hell.
underground tunnel, yeah.
Billionaires aren't any smarter than us. They're in a position that it's corrupt. It's corruption. And fuck them all, man. There's no grand plan. People running shit. You're just as smart as them. So fucking let's eat them.
Ooh, take that.
Take that.
Take
Take that.
that.
Take that.
Eat,
Put a quote off that. There was a quote back there too.
yeah.
Man, so okay, another question. So okay, let's get a little serious right this here. So how you feel about, man, the shit going on in Minneapolis with the police and shit? Like what's going on with Frey and the police and then all the crazy shit going on?
I have a very interesting perspective on that.
Because you are from Minneapolis.
During all the riots and everything, I was right there, buddy. I lived there.
Yeah.
So my house was about, I don't know, 100 yards from the 3rd precinct.
Damn.
I had to, yeah, I don't want to dry snitch on shit, but we were very involved in things, and my house was right there. So Mike was there, my whole team was there. We were trying to do what's best,
Yeah.
And my backyard was, it was right there. It had a hose while we were feeding people, if they were maced or whatever, and I mean, there might not have been 10 houses closer to this shit. I lived next to that Target.
Oh,
Like that was my crib.
damn.
Like when that big 8-story apartment complex burned down,
Uh-huh.
I had to leave my house at 3 a.m. I had to wake up my family because my house was smoking and heating up.
Damn.
So like, I had to get the guys over. Fucking, I was strapped for a while. We had everybody in the front lawn drinking with the neighbors. Everybody was strapped, saying what's up, and then it was pretty evident right away. People were just not fucking with residential shit.
Yeah, police.
Yeah,
and
no,
shit.
You know,
that
so-
was not a thing.
So we were
Not a
all
thing.
right. So then, my block filled up. It was the first block that is residential from all the stores. Yeah.
Damn.
So it filled up. It was like a parade. None of these motherfuckers are from here, man. My
Yeah.
block does not fill up like this.
Yeah.
And then all the trunks popped, waving and everything. People coming back with carts.
Man.
And once we figured out it was cool, put the guns down and we were just talking to people. What'd you get? Oh, I was going in for a PS4, but I just got this, I just got the Xbox. And we were like, all right, drinking beer and everything. But, it got scary when everything caught on.
Yeah.
When the white supremacist burned the neighborhood. It got
Yeah,
scared.
man, that was crazy.
Yep.
Proven and found guilty. White supremacists started all those fires.
Yep.
That's in the
Damn.
news. Look
Y'all
it
hear
up.
that?
Yep.
Look it up. It's in the news. They were found guilty. So the Boogaloo, everybody was out there, and I lived. The U.S. Bank is right there too.
Damn, you was right in the.
They were trying to rob a bank. It was like, bro, like, all right. So any walk of life, you a bank robber, you go, oh shit, the third precinct got chased out. This is lawless. All right, there's a bank right there. All right, fuck it. You want to rob a bank? They were there. They had dynamite. Wow, like there's people in SUVs and riding around in Tahoes.
Yep.
I saw a Suburban. Everybody was out the window, just doing little shoot arounds in my front yard. Like it was fucking wild.
Crazy.
That
right?
was the wildest time I think in Minneapolis history.
Yeah.
Like that was.
And St. Paul, we had some crazy shit going on out there too.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at CNN. I'm in my living room. There's that.
Did you see the reporter get arrested?
Yo, I went like this. I ran outside. I'm like, oh shit. That's how close I was, dog.
Damn.
Anything on CNN, I'm like, oh man, this is what it. I just opened my door.
Right there.
Oh man, yeah.
So was you able to see well, was you home during the George Floyd when he died?
Yeah.
Damn. You was right there. That was in your community.
Well, yeah, we wanted to buy a office place right next door to Cup Foods.
Damn.
We shot there and we looked at it, and we were thinking about opening up shop there.
Wow.
Before all that
That would
happened?
have been tight.
Yeah, we would have been right there though, So, it was a barber shop, so we didn't want to flip everything.
Was it the one on the side of Cup Foods?
It's on the north side of Cup Foods. It was like attached on the same building.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
yep.
So we were almost about to buy that property, and then COVID hit, and then fucking George Floyd hit, and then I was down and out, man. I had a new family, and we had to leave in the middle of the night, wake the baby up, man. These flames. I got footage of me opening up the blinds in the front,
Woo.
And my homie Dylan was like, there was a moment where I felt protected. We were sleeping, and I nodded off, and then that one moment, it was like, hey, the flames are jumping blocks, man. You gotta get out. I'm like, oh shit, open up.
Damn.
I'm like, oh, my house is hot. It's smoking. I open it up, and it's this, whoa.
Oh yeah, get the baby out. We gotta get out of here.
300-foot fucking flames, and I'm like, I don't know where we're gonna go. I'm like, and that I didn't care about packing up any PlayStation or any material. I got my hard drive and just
Oh God, that's it. You take your heart.
He took the hard
That's
drive.
the only
I
thing
don't give
you
a
need.
fuck about a computer. Honestly, it was most about the baby shit,
Yeah,
diapers
right.
for the next couple of days, and we had no idea where we were gonna go, and it was just so frustrating, man. I could almost cry right now even thinking about it, man. I was so angry that whole summer.
Yeah.
And it was so dangerous that whole summer, man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, man. And then it's even the police, and then all that shit just going on. And man, the crazy thing is,
Fuck the police.
man.
It just was independent study. They're racist.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was
And
all on
they-
the front page of the Star Tribune. Now, yes, that's why.
They just got proven.
No fucking shit. We've been
Man.
saying this for decades.
Man, bro. Yeah, so you were a little bit older in the '90s. Like the police, like specifically from the '90s, were that's why they're so bad,
Okay.
bro. They're so bad, and then they migrated north to Brooklyn Park and Crystal and shit.
Okay.
Oh, they're so
Damn.
bad, bro.
I bet because there wasn't no cameras on them or nothing
None
like
of
that.
that,
They was
bro.
doing all type of shit. I bet.
They used to, man, bro. You find one little crumb of weed, you in jail for the whole night.
Nah,
man.
my friends got stomped out. Illegal search and seizures. My friends' mothers got stomped out.
Yep.
Living rooms got stomped out. They could do whatever the fuck they
Yep.
wanted. They were calling us fucking bad. They words, super
bet.
fucking racist, homophobic shit,
Yep.
stomping motherfuckers.
Yep.
It was just awful. So when I came out with that song, Cousins saying "fuck 12, oh well,"
Yes.
2 years before it happened,
That was my shit.
Yes.
well, that's because fuck them, still fuck them.
Fuck 12.
Fuck them, man. Racist motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
that's-
the lead dude too. The whole fucking
Yeah.
police union.
All them.
There should not be unions if you're a public service. If the public hires
you.
that you should not be able to have a union against the public.
That makes total sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
even man, Mike, I know you remember the girl robbed the bank with the motivation to hustle shirt.
Oi!
That was so funny, man.
Oh,
It
my
might go
God.
tag my name in it, like motivation to hustle. Get your
Yo,
shirt.
that's
That
a
was
proud
fun.
moment.
Yeah.
That's a proud moment.
Hey, I didn't want to share because I didn't know how I was gonna I didn't know how they was gonna look at it, but it was funny. I was gonna
That was
definitely
really
turn into a
funny.
funny moment for sure.
Bro, yeah.
She's caught on camera with the bag in her hand, the motivation to hustle shirt. U.S. Bank.
Oh man, you should find her contacts free. Yo, she just got sponsored. You are a professional athlete. You're the first sponsorship of Motivation to
Right,
Hustle.
right.
Dog. I
He
won't.
said that too. When he showed me the picture of the car, like a few days after it happened, like, bro, you gotta sponsor her, bro.
Wait, is she in jail? We gotta.
I didn't even want to look.
We need to
into it.
finance this. No, you need to look into her. We need to finance that.
Yeah.
She's
It's still
Oh
up
my
there. I'm gonna
God.
post it one day,
It
man.
shows her
It's-
walking through the door. She's
motivation
like,
to hustle.
It was great.
That's motivation. I'm out.
man.
that's like what
She
made
had
you
the
put on
back-
that shirt to go rob U.S. Bank?
Oh,
Every time I put on a Motivation to Hustle shirt, I feel like doing some. I want is that.
it's the new Black Air Force brand. Fuck it.
The meme with the MTA shirt with the black forces.
Oh my God, and the Pooh Icy mask, man. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, that's it, man.
Oh man.
What if
I
you
got-
just sponsored everybody who just robbed a bank?
Ooh. Hey, come
Hey.
holla at me. Just make sure you break me off a percentage if you get away. Only if you get away.
Yeah, if you're sponsored, 4% of the bag it goes in.
Oh my God, no, stop. There's too much technology out. You can't even rap.
Oh
this
yeah,
no
man.
more, You're getting caught regardless.
This was all jokes.
yeah, this was
All jokes, guys.
all jokes,
That situation happened for real though, but
I have
jokes.
okay. I have a question. Southside question. What was your favorite food growing up over there? Like, what was your restaurant?
Oh man, at what age it all changes? Right now, man, Ted Cooks.
Ted Cook. I've heard a lot about them.
Ted Cooks. I've had barbecue all over the country in all the best barbecue cities, and Ted Cooks on 38th and it's one block, 38th and something by Hiawatha, one block west of Hiawatha or 2 or 3 or whatever.
That's
Ted
38th,
Cooks
yeah.
on 38th.
Yeah.
Best,
Killer?
best ribs. I've had barbecue all over the country. I've been lucky enough to do something like that, and this right here at home, Ted Cooks is really good.
Ooh, might go try that, man.
yeah, I never tried that.
What else? I don't know.
Back in the day, Shorty and Wag.
I was
Shorty and
Shorty
Wags.
and Wags
Say,
for
man.
sure.
We
Everybody's copying that seasoning too. Like they're trying to fake the funk.
man. And do you know what the seasoning is?
It's like some sweetness in there, some sugar in there,
It's seasoning, salt, and cinnamon.
Oh wow, really?
and sugar. There got to be cinnamon.
There
sugar.
might be some extra stuff in there, but if you want the general flavor, it's cinnamons and seasoning salt mixed together.
Damn. There you go.
What you just did was like sacrilegious,
You,
bro.
you did.
Yep.
You
I've
just
been living.
fucked the
I've
game
been
up.
yeah. What?
Yep. My mom taught me that because she was so.
You are a Southsider. All right.
You are a
man.
Southsider.
If you know the Shorty and Wags sauce, man, you're part of
Man,
us.
I
now.
was like I said, I was there. My mom was up in Brooklyn Park. My dad and my other side of my family was over south on 24th in Lindale, 27th in Pleasant.
Okay.
24th in Portland.
There you go.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
graduated from MTS. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, we there, but yeah, man, that's Shorty and Wags. Because we had a poll on that the other day. Somebody was like, "Is Shorty and Wags better or Hickory Hut?" And it's
Shorty
like,
and
yo,
Wags.
you can't have Hickory Hut without Shorty and Wags. So it's like, don't try it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Matt's.
Of
Matt's
course.
Bar.
Juicy
Yeah.
Lucy.
Of course.
Matt's.
That Juicy Lucy. Can't
Fuck 3-8. Nope. Matt's.
nobody else can
Or
duplicate that.
Grumpy's. I tried Grumpy's. They weren't really.
No.
It was just a big.
No.
Matt's
meatball.
is the best.
Got to wrap up soon, man. We got to get the
Oh
fuck
yeah,
out of
yeah.
here.
No, we
Man,
yeah. It's
they
all
be
good.
doing that to us sometimes. No, we're just playing game and chill, man. Yeah, they
That was
got
a good interview. If it's like 4 hours later, we still chopping it up, like.
Yeah, you know, y'all can leave and come back. You know, what I'm
We'll
saying?
still be here. Go ahead.
Nah, man, but it really has been a good time, man. This is kind of
It's a dope interview,
we
man.
yeah, it's a goal. You know what I'm saying? Sit here and chat. Like I said, you know, we just want. It's almost like a reintroduction for the people. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not a lot of not a lot of black men talking about hip hop, you know what I'm saying, in the city without trying to, you know, chase other narratives and stuff. So we
Facts.
just wanted to just have normal conversation.
Normal
you know what
conversation,
I'm saying?
man. This is all we want to. We want to push the culture forward here,
Yeah,
not
man.
backwards, man. We ain't trying to hold body back.
I'm
Yeah.
back once a year. Let's come back. Let's do that.
Yeah, we
Please,
man, we
yeah.
can shit.
Cause that, you
Definitely
know,
want you in the summer for sure.
yeah,
but,
again, like, you know, let us know how you feel like when, you know, when you get back
Whenever
off
you
the
ready,
tour,
yeah,
you know?
like yeah.
Yeah,
So shit.
man. We ain't going nowhere.
Great
This is
having
only
you, man.
episode 10 for us, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's, you know, it's,
We did Bruce Rivers before, and then we did Mr. Organic before that.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, but that was man. I don't fuck with the fucking Zoom no more.
Yeah,
man. I
man.
see the Zoom and I'm like, can't do it, dog. I can't
Yeah.
look at one more Zoom right now. Man, that
I
makes me
feel you.
sick.
I feel you.
Have you been doing a lot of interviews elsewhere? Like,
No,
you know,
I don't do this shit. I don't interview, bro. Like I don't fuck with Tavy over here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey man, only the real fuck with me, man. So that's hey, everybody you see on here is real. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with them, tough. Like
I have one more question. Did you ever go to Do you go to Mayday, or did you used to go to Mayday?
I went to Mayday every single year. I've been in Mayday. I've done all that shit.
Yeah.
I was in Mayday every single year. I couldn't miss it until I was in my, like 5 or 6 years ago. And now
Yeah.
it's all fucked up. Now it's all fucked up.
Yeah, I felt like 4 years ago I tried to go, man. The Lotte lady wasn't even out there. There was no mango on the stick or nothing. Like, dang.
That's not what it used to be, man.
Man.
We got to make that happen again, man.
Hey, Frey,
Definitely.
Mayor Frey, let's get Mayday. We need some more emphasis on Mayday. Let's bring.
I don't talk about him no more. Fuck him. You the mayor.
Prof, get Mayday going again, bro.
yeah.
Hey, once I get $3 million, I'm bringing back Mayday.
Is Powderhorn Sweets a real thing you gonna try to bring like to life?
Nah, that was like a
Visual
concept
thing?
thing
Okay.
in my head.
I thought that would have been dope.
It was about that's about like bringing the fancy to whatever you want. You know,
Okay.
there's nothing fancy in Powderhorn. Man.
I was gonna say.
You fucked me up mentally when you said that, man. I mean, like when you released the album, because I'm like, yeah, this is a real artist making something out of nothing. Because, you know, we love Powderhorn, but yo,
We know
it
that's
gets
the-
grimy over
yeah,
there,
we
you
know
what
that's
I'm
the-
saying? Oh, I had a cousin on 34th and 12th for about 10 years, so I used to go visit here or there.
That's close to my house.
Yeah, see, man, because you said 16th, right?
16th
Yeah.
and 32nd.
Yep.
Pretty sure y'all didn't ran into each other before. I'm a humbug.
Yeah. Maybe around Mayday, I for sure probably.
Mayday.
Mayday.
I bet I was there for 25 straight years.
Okay.
Whew.
Hell yeah.
Damn, you grew up in that motherfucker.
Yeah, straight up.
My ears are hot, man. I think it's time to go.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to Prof, man. Thanks for having you. Thanks for coming, man.
We really appreciate you.
Listen,
Thank you, Mike. Man.
Thank you, Mike.
Yes.
The brains
Hey,
behind
thanks,
it.
y'all.
Appreciate
Man.
you guys coming. This was episode 10 of the
This
new
was a-
Twin Cities
Podcast.
podcast.
I love it.
Yes, sir. Devil's Gate out now. You guys go check it out. Download it. Visit StopHouse Music Group. The new Twin Cities podcast, Instagram, Blue Spirit Minneapolis, Motivation to Hustle. Thank you guys. See you next time. Woo!
Yeah. You need a live audience.